Hey, I'm Paul with RackOutfitters.com, here to show you the Thule Hull-A-Port XT model 848. And here it is in the box, and behind me we have it installed on the vehicle so you can see exactly how it attaches, and we'll go over several of the key features that make this carrier unique. So for starters, it is a J-style kayak carrier, which keeps the kayak in a vertical position, saving quite a bit of crossbar space, so that if you wanted to carry two kayaks side by side, it's easily done even on a short roof rack system like we have it attached to here. So it's designed to attach to Thule AeroBlade and Thule square bars, as well as many approved factory crossbars as well. So one of the nice features to this design is it does have the ability to rotate down the vertical portion of the carrier. To do that, you just grab the gray handle, flip it out, and then flip it back in this horizontal position. And this gives you a much more aerodynamic profile, as well as better clearances for parking garages and home garages. So let's go ahead and remove this carrier from the bar to demonstrate fully the mounting system. So there is a lockable handle, turn handle. Currently out of the box it just has a plastic plug which can be turned to give it to ensure that it stays in place. However, you can actually get a Thule one key system keyed lock to replace this plug to give it excellent security. Now the tool is a T20 Torx fastener, so that in itself gives it some additional security because it's not a very common tool. So you insert that tool into the hole here, and that will access the fastener that will allow me to unscrew the mounting hardware from the bar. So it doesn't take too many turns on this particular bar compared to if it were a square bar, which is much narrower. So I'll get that loose and the opposite side loose, and then we'll just take it off the bar completely just to show you a little bit more detail of the mounting hardware and the carrier itself. Okay, so there we are, completely loose, and we can just rotate it off of the bar, and that's how fast you can take these off. So it is very simple for the user to install and remove, and that's how it does come out of the box. There is no assembly with this, so it makes for a very quick install and removal. However, because of that, we do advise to purchase the lock cylinders for added theft deterrent, since it is so easy to take on and off. So some of the features on this, the mounting hardware, it does have rubber to provide good grip and protection to the crossbars that it attaches to. It has rubber on the surface where the side of the hull rests to give it traction and protection to the hull, and then foam up along the top of this vertical section in order to provide padding. Also, it has a unique shape here that allows for a little bit more smooth loading and unloading of the kayak to just help with less of something to snag against the kayak. Okay, so those are, actually one other last thing while we're looking at it here. Right here is a strap keeper, and we'll demonstrate that in a moment. The strap keeper keeps your tie-down strap in place while you're loading and unloading the boat to make it a little bit more convenient. Okay, so to put it back into position, we just get it attached here, put that tool back in place and give it a few turns to get a good grip on that bar. And for taller vehicles, if you're having a difficulty reaching, a simple tip is just to open up your door, and you can stand up higher. That way you can more easily reach these fasteners. Same thing on the back door. Makes for a little bit more convenient reach to your carrier. Okay, so there we have it good and snug. Then we're just going to snap this back into position. There's a small hole. Insert that tool into that hole, and then it will snap into place. Now you also have the option to lock, and let me just show you exactly what that lock cylinder looks like. This is a Thule lock cylinder, and that would go in place of that plug and give you an actual keyed locking mechanism. Otherwise, you can just take a coin and turn that into the vertical position, and that just holds it in place without a lock. Okay, so next let's go ahead and load up a boat. The first step in loading a boat is preparing the straps. So to prepare the straps, now we're going to use that strap keeper. So I'll bring the unit down so I can easily reach the strap keeper, and I'm going to run the strap through, and then I'm going to use a very simple technique I just referred to as tacking the strap, which is to put the end of the strap through the buckle just temporarily, and then that way it stays together. And then next I'll go ahead and rotate that back up. Make sure that stays in place for me there. There we go. And then snap that shut, and we're going to do the same thing on the rear. And again, if you have a taller vehicle, you can always stand on the back threshold of the door, or even on the back tire. As you see here, gives me plenty of height to get to where I need to reach. So I'll do the same thing here with the simple little tacking of the strap temporarily, and then I'm going to move this over to the back and rotate that back into position. Okay, now it's time to load the boat. Let me get this a little bit further over. Okay, so here I have the boat in place. You also notice I already have the tie down for the bow and stern already in place as well. That just helps speed things along so you don't have to reach up to that height. And then I'm going to take my strap and just simply swing it up and over. And then I'm going to untack and pull out the slack, bringing the buckle about to where you see it there. Now this is important. You don't want to go under this hook area of the carrier. You want to go under the bar. This section is not designed as a strap down point. It's merely designed as a ramp to help assist in loading the boat into place. Okay, so there I have it through the very strong cam buckle. I pull that boot down and give a good, strong, secure grip. Excess strap can simply be placed inside the cockpit of your boat, or you can tie it down with a Velcro strap or something to the bar. We'll do the back. And same thing here. Pull out the slack. Run the strap under the bar. Run the strap end through the back of the buckle. Position the buckle where you want it. Pull out the slack. And excess strap can go in the cockpit. If you get excessive vibration from straps like you see here where they're completely flat, that can happen. You can minimize or eliminate the vibration and noise by putting some twist in this space where it's going over a cockpit. Just the aerodynamics of it being flat compared to having twists can make a big difference. So let me go ahead and pull out my tie downs for the front and rear. And here what we have, this is a separate Thule accessory, and that is giving me a place to hook the tie down. The tie down is included. This is sold separately, but it's necessary on many modern vehicles because there's very few places to connect a hook like this. So here it's already under tension. I've already preloaded the strap there, and now it's secured into that loop. And I'm doing the same exact thing in the rear. So on all Thule carriers, the bow stern tie downs are included to encourage people to use them to prevent the lifting force that's occurred when driving with large objects like kayaks and paddleboards on the vehicle, and it's a definite safety feature. So those are all the key features of this Thule Hull-A-Port XT model 848. This product and the full line of Thule products are available at rackoutfitters.com, and thank you for watching.